Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam and children, especially teenage children, that is what I am focusing on while I go through this Quran, because you are our future, my dear young brothers and sisters. Take this Quran into your heart. Subhanallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us. Now, in this page, I'm choosing one ayah each is told by Yaqub alayhi salam to his sons when they were trying to convince their dad, Yaqub alayhi salam, to send the son, Binyamin, Yusuf alayhi salam's blood brother, they are from the same mother, with them to Egypt to get more food from Yusuf alayhi salam. They didn't recognize that this was Yusuf alayhi salam. Yusuf alayhi salam was trying to get Binyamin as well to Egypt in front of him. So as a result, they are trying to convince, these elder brothers are trying to convince, but Yaqub alayhi salam is feeling a bit shaky because they plotted a similar plot and they harmed, or they didn't bring Yusuf alayhi salam back initially, a couple of decades ago. So he was a bit uneasy. Then he said, قال يا بني قال لن أرسله معكم حتى تؤتوني موثقا من الله. I will not send him with you guys to Egypt. I can't, I'm feeling a bit nervous unless you take an oath in the name of Allah. Mawthikam min Allah. So, then he made sure that they took an oath. Then what happened was, he said, Qala Allahu ala ma naqulu wakil. Allah is the wakil, witness of what we have just discussed. He's bringing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala into the conversation. He's putting his tawakkul, that is our next verse. Then he said, Ya baniya, oh my dear children, don't enter the gates when you get to Egypt. Don't all of you children, they are all grown up adults. Don't all of you go through one gate, because he was taking all the precautions to make sure that the people in Egypt don't assume that these people are a gang of people who are coming to harm them or attack them and all that. So he said, when you enter the Egypt, you enter through different gates so that nobody gets suspicious about your movements. Then he said, I cannot divert you from anything which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is destined for you. And then he said, Inil hukmu illa lillah. The judgment or the decision is up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alayhi tawakkaltu. In him, I put trust. And then he make a statement saying that, فَلْيَتَوَكَّلِ الْمُتَوَكِّلِينَ. Those who put trust, let them put trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is my topic for today. Tawakkul and preparation. So Yaqub alayhi salam taking all the precautions to making sure that he takes an oath of a promise from them, from the other children, in the name of Allah, that they will not harm Binyamin, number one. So he's making sure that he has made them take a promise. Number two, he is giving them practical advice regarding how to enter Egypt, enter separately so that you don't generate any suspicion among the other people so that they will harm you. And after saying all this, then he said, look, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala destines you something different, I can't protect you from that. This is my human efforts and human thinking to take enough precautions to help you, rescue and all that. But beyond that, it is Allah. And then he said, Alayhi tawakkaltu, in Allah I put trust. And all of them who would put trust, let them put trust or tawakkul in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is our take-home message, my dear brothers and sisters. Every day morning, when you get out of that house, first thing in the morning when you open your door, getting into the car to go to your work or workplace, to universities, wherever it is, you say Bismillah, in the name of Allah. Tawakkaltu ala Allah. I put my trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. This is what I want you, all of you, to memorize, practice, make an habit, teach your children, teach your brothers and sisters, make an habit, say it aloud so that the rest of the family hears it and they also make it an habit and memorizes it, and spread the good. Spread the khair. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of those people who genuinely put efforts, act upon things, do your own all the precautions to look after yourself, then also put your tawakkul in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't feel arrogant that, I have taken enough precautions, everything will be fine. I was very meticulous. Nothing is going to happen. No harm will touch me because I have taken all the precautions. You can't have that attitude. That doesn't mean that you can't take those precautions as well. So don't be of those people who only, say, oh, Allah will protect me, and sit simple and don't do anything. Likewise, don't be of those people who are completely self-reliant and have that false sense of, I, myself kind of stuff. We need a balance. And Islam is all about balance. Ummatan wasata, the middle nation. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of those people who work hard and also put the tawakkul, ultimate tawakkul with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everything happens in our life, happens for our good in this world and in the year after. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of those people who have taqwa and iman and tawakkul and sabr, and iman. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of those people who are in Jannatul Firdaus. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum.